Mojo in the Morning Show. Hey. I want to ask a question here. Let me first off set up, Mojo in the Morning, Mojo, Shannon, good morning. Good morning to Megan.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Feeling good today. Mike, how you feeling?
I'm all right. How are you?
Doing fantastic. Kev?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Blessed. Tired.
KP, how you feeling?
I'm good. What's up?
Nothing much. Lydia, you good?
I'm great.
How's my boy Zach doing?
Oh Zach.
Back at you, Zach.
Oh no.
God.
You guys, I'm so sorry.
I'm hiding
Did
that.
you get him that?
Yes, it is a big regret. I'm so sorry.
That's the gift that you give a child that you shouldn't want them to play with. Thanks,
It's like
Megan.
the drum set you get your brother or sister's kids. Like that's,
Exactly.
It's going to walk
sorry.
in one day and it's going to be broken.
I really thought it would be funny, and it's really just caused me a lot of pain.
All right, I got a question to ask because it happened to me yesterday, and I was bringing this up to Chelsea last night at dinner. And Chelsea, by the way, definitely an opinion. I'll tell you what hers is. Is it inappropriate to tell someone that they smell good? Okay, and let me explain this. I'll explain mine, and then I'll talk about the questions that Chelsea and I were talking about with this. So yesterday, I had to go do something that I'll talk more about later this morning. And one of the people that was there was this very, very attractive woman who was very well dressed. She was wearing like a power suit, like she had like one of those power outfits on.
Madam Secretary.
Oh my God, yes. And she smelled really good. And without even thinking at all that I am a married man, I said, "Oh my God, you smell amazing." And she kind of looked, and then she was like flattered. Her look on her face was flattered, and she was like, "Oh my God, thank you." Like she was excited that I said that to her.
Yeah.
Then I stopped for a second and said, "Oh my God, that sounds really creepy that I just said that to you." Because as a guy saying that to a woman, it comes across like as if it's a little creepy. But then this morning, I'm in the studio standing here behind my control board. Kev's over at his spot over there. Shannon walks in from the production room where she's putting in all her audio for her dirty in. And she goes, "Oh, Kevin, you smell so good." And I'm like, wait a second.
Right, you
Why
put-
is
you
it
put
that it's
extras
okay
on
for
it.
her to say this,
on there.
but I'm not?
Because it's how you say it. It's not what you say. It's 100% the tone. Because if you go, "Hey, baby, you smell real nice," I think you're going to chop me up into pieces and put me in your freezer. But if you're like, "Hey, you really smell nice. Like, what are you wearing?" I'm like, "Oh my God, thank you. I did so much research on this. Thank you."
I said to her, I said, "You smell amazing." That's what I said. And then
That's weird.
Then I even, after I caught myself and she was like telling me it was okay that I said this to her, I said, "What is it that you're wearing?" And this is where Chelsea got me on this one.
Yeah.
So I said, "What is it that you're wearing?" And she told me what it was. And
Well,
I
now I
actually
wanna know what it was.
Well, I wrote it down, and actually it's funny because I don't have it. I took the piece of paper out of my pocket. So last night we were eating dinner, and I said to Chelsea the story, and then I said, "Oh, and here's what it is." And I pulled it out, and I showed it to Chelsea, and she goes, "Why did you write it down?" And I said, "Well, I didn't know if you would want it." And she goes, "First off,"
Oh, no.
she was like, "Why would you think that I want to wear a fragrance that some other woman that you like a fragrance?"
That's not it.
Secondly, you just gave this woman this compliment, which she said, that she wasn't upset about, because I give lots of women compliments all the time.
No, I don't think saying you smell nice is a bad compliment.
I don't
And
either.
I
I think it's a compliment.
Yeah, and I say
But
that
is
because
it
I just did this to Megan the other day,
Yes,
and I
you
hope
did.
it's not creepy at all. Because I
Well-
just walked in, we were talking, and I was like, "Hey, Megan," we were chatting or whatever. I was like, "You smell really nice," and she did acknowledge it at first, and then so I said it again. And then now I feel like she didn't acknowledge it because it was weird that I said it.
No, I probably didn't acknowledge it because we work in radio and wear headphones 12 hours a day, and I have terrible hearing, so I probably just didn't hear you the first time.
Hey, Megan, you smell.
That's when it gets weird.
Talk to me like I'm your 80-year-old grandmother who really just doesn't want to be on this earth anymore, okay? No, I'm the kind of person who my biggest fear is smelling bad, so if you tell me I smell good, I will like pull out my perfume and be like, take a picture of it, go buy it. It's so great. I love it.
Megan, I see you with that replica perfume. I have the same, not the same one, but the same brand. Oh,
Lazy Sunday Morning. Let me tell you, Lazy Sunday Morning is so good.
And also, Megan, like you said, girls, like we research and try out different scents. So that is a big deal to be complimented. And I also think, though, not only it's how you say it, I do think it's who it's coming from as well.
Yeah.
Like can get, you know.
I don't know, man. I want to live in a world where if I think you smell good, it's okay for me to tell you.
I would take it as such a compliment.
You know what I mean?
I really would.
I think it's crazy that I got to bite my tongue just to tell you smell nice.
And I'm the kind of person that I want my partner to say, oh, I like the way they smell. I want you to think I smell good. So if you like it, let me go find out what it is.
But here's the thing. When you tell somebody that they smell nice, you tell them that they smell nice, or you tell them that they smell so good, not because you don't think that they're attractive, because when somebody smells good, it brings their attractiveness up a little bit. And so you got to be careful, I think, as a guy in saying it to people. Especially like I think coworkers is a bad thing, because when you're in office, you got to like. I said this was a complete stranger. But if you say it to a coworker, it probably goes against what a human resources person would say was appropriate to say.
But I'm not coming up to you like, damn, girl, what's that? Like, what you got on? Like,
no, but if you say you smell nice.
You smell really nice today.
I think nowadays you got to be careful.
Well, it's not like I walked up to Megan and smelled her hair.
Right.
Jason said, you smell
People
delightful.
have done that to us.
Josh?
Yes. But also, Mike, I will be reporting you. So.
Josh, what's going on?
Mojo, you beautiful son of a gun. You smell like roses and happiness.
Thank you. Thank you.
I personally don't think it's a weird thing. I always tell people, hey, not to sound creepy, but you smell amazing.
Yeah.
But I did get caught one off guard because I told the lady, she was walking by me, and I said, "Oh my God, what are you wearing? You smell like my first grade teacher, Miss Brown."
That doesn't go
weird.
Yeah, that's specific.
No, she thought it was weird. I thought it was great smell, though.
Yeah, but you have to understand, we need to know a little bit more about the first grade teacher, because you know who knows. Yeah, I all of a sudden I started thinking that she sounds like she might be old or something. I don't know. What's up, Rose? Hi.
Hi, Mojo. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mojo, when I heard you say that Chelsea she does not want any part of that, I have a coworker who smells amazing, and I asked him what kind of cologne it was. I bought it for my husband and gave it to him for Christmas, and he won't wear it, even though he doesn't know why I bought it for him.
Well, see, let me go on record to say this. As a guy, it is, I think, the exact opposite, where you want to know what somebody else smells like that smells good. Chelsea walked up to a guy at Lululemon, and he was helping us. And this was the Lululemon in Birmingham, and it was Ty Davis. Do you guys know Ty at all?
Yeah.
He's an influencer in the area, does a lot of good things. And he was working at Lululemon, and she goes, "Oh my God, you smell great. What is it that you're wearing?" And then she bought it for me. So for a guy, we don't know what smells good. Like, I have no clue. I think some things smell good, and you know, if I'm buying Carhartt cologne, it's probably, no offense to anybody wearing Carhartt cologne.
They make cologne.
I didn't even know they made it.
I don't know.
Whoa, calling them out.
Smells like hard work.
Smells like oil.
I
Motor
think you
oil.
made the mistake of telling Chelsea, though, like if you were going to buy her that perfume, you couldn't say, "Yeah, I smelled it on this lady at Meyer."
Well,
because then it's like, I feel like the same thing for guys. Like I told you,
bro, I would never, ever, ever tell Sherelle I got this because I found it on another lady.
What would
like,
you?
That would never work.
What if you see an outfit though,
bro? It would never work.
So
I would leave that part out.
Same thing.
What would you do though if Sherelle bought you a cologne that
I would feel away.
Smelled on another dude?
I would feel away. It's like I don't know the right way to say it, but like we've had conversations with people before where it's almost like you're dreaming of someone else while you're sleeping with your partner. It's like that.
Are we comparing these?
Well, yeah. I mean, in Mojo's case, for example, does Chelsea feel like now I smell like the lady you thought about? Like, so every time you smell me, you're thinking about that lady?
Well,
like,
that's
what I'm saying.
what
I wouldn't want to know if somebody, if Wes gave me a gift, right, and it was perfume. I wouldn't want to know that he, smelled it on.
Hey, Julie, what's up?
Hi, Mojo.
Hi.
I think it's great that you told the lady that she smelled good. It's always nice to get a compliment.
Yeah, you think it's great, but nine out of the other 10.
You went to your car to write it down. Okay, where it got weird.
9 out of the other 10 women have just filed a lawsuit against me.
Where was your phone when you were writing this down?
Paper. Could you imagine if she did your laundry and found that in your pocket?
Oh, God.
No.
Because she would Google it.
Yeah. Hopefully it would run in the laundry.
Can I imagine the description on it is girl in power suit that's
John, what's going on?
Good morning.
Morning.
So when I worked at a different hospital system than I do now, I had a lot of female coworkers in my department, and I would come in. I would have, whether it would be like my Gucci, my Dior, or Coach on. These women would come up and hug me, and then they're like, "Oh my God, you smell so good." And then my one coworker, who I've been best friends with for like 4 or 5 years, just did this deep inhale. I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "You just smell so good." I was like, "Okay."
John, are you a heterosexual male?
No.
So here's the thing. These women are doing this to you, but if you were heterosexual, would that be considered to be sexual harassment?
No. I don't consider it that way.
Because as a heterosexual male, if I did that to a woman and started doing deep breathing of their themselves, I think that I'm probably looking for a new job, don't you think?
Oh my God.
Sound effect.
Well, yeah, if you're doing something like that, yeah, probably.
Right.
Yeah, he takes it too far every time in every example.
No.
He's like, if I were to lick her face, is that taking it too far?
I think those women took it too far. I think what those women did to John was too far. I think them sitting there going,
if I just reach out and slowly stroke her nose, is that too far?
No, we have to acknowledge the double standard. He's absolutely right.
Yeah.
If I grabbed either one of you and pulled you closely and said,
"Why are you looking at me that way?"
What is that?
It
would be a problem.
I'd be weirded out.
Yeah, John.
All about the
John, you said that at a former hospital system you worked at.
Oh yeah, what happened?
What happened?
I moved on.
Okay.
Better things, and I make way more money now than I used to.
Good.
Moved on to smelling more people.
No, he's the good smelling guy. Are people sniffing at you at the new hospital?
I would probably say no, because things get taken very, very seriously, even for something so small.
Yeah. By the way, I'd rather smell a good person than smell like bedpans and things like that,
Yeah.
Or latex.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. Thank you for the call.
You're listening to Mojo in the Morning.